I thought you were
Is that what the whole thing was?
Yeah.
Oh, Cammy.
Did you not remember that from
Even
school?
I did it. Is that that one? The
A few embarrassing ones. I mean, if we do a wee quick review.
No, I'm happy.
I've been Cammy,
I've been Iona.
and we are both
Fed by Farmers.
Hello and welcome to the Fed by Farmers podcast with me, Cammy Wilson,
And me, Iona Murray.
and we are joined today by Lizzy Thompson. Some might, again. Mind you need to speak into the mic, Lizzy. Thank you. And some might say scraping the bottom of the barrel for guests again.
No.
But we thought that there've been so many comments and people wanting updates on the birthing and what happened with Bonnie, so we thought we'd do it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. As always, Iona, who do we need to thank?
Crystalyx and Animax.
Who are they?
They're our sponsors.
Yeah, thanks very much to them. Is that time of year you might be thinking about giving lambs a bolus? Do you know what I mean? So check out Animax's lamb boluses, nice size for administering to lambs.
Do you bolus?
I've never bolused lambs. I may do it this year. I don't know. Actually, I put Crystalyx out for the lambs.
Yeah.
And
you've got good ground.
yeah, but it was still deficient in cobalt, so it doesn't really.
What
help.
is cobalt?
It's like I suppose it's a mineral. Is the easiest way to describe it.
Isn't it funny though how we say mineral? Like, what is a mineral?
Well, it's like from rock, like from the soil, from rocks, isn't it? It's like
But then does it
it's
grow?
like a trace element.
But then is it in the grass that they then eat?
If it's in the soils and in that particular, like Scotland is very bad for being lacking in cobalt and selenium
Right.
in general, especially around our area. So yeah, most farms would be lacking in cobalt. So I mean, I'll tell you that a great example of it was last year. My bigger lambs, so we split them with Tipari in terms of weight, and my bigger lambs that were closer to finishing, we gave them Crystalyx buckets, and for whatever reason, the smaller lambs, like we didn't put Crystalyx out to them, and the big thing you could notice was the crusty ears. So because the lambs are lacking in cobalt, they get crusty ears. Some might look at it and say, oh, it's like sunburn or something, but it's actually like a deficiency, a B12 deficiency with the cobalt. So that's your easiest way. If you have lambs with crusty ears, there's a good chance of lacking cobalt. You probably should if you don't think your lambs are doing well anyway, you should blood test them 100%. That's how we knew about lambs needing cobalt and ewes. Anyway, there we go. So shout out for either of those. And of course, if you want to support the podcast, do check out fedbyfarmers.co.uk. You could get a knife quarter zip like Iona's wearing here. We've just dove into this podcast. Lizzy and I have just come in. We're actually been checking sheep this morning, and we're going to go and do a bit of fencing now while the boys are at nursery. I was supposed to be shearing today, but it's another wet, bloody summer's day, and that's why I'm still wearing my tatty. I should have put a nicer top on.
There've been quite a lot of comments about that jacket.
And my mum was desperate to wash it.
Wash it.
And she was
I
like,
don't understand that.
Is that ready to wash? I'm like, I'm not sure. You have to ask
What is the point? What would be the point in washing
Because you left it on the sofa in the living room.
it? Okay.
Yeah, if it was hung up at the
Hung up
door, fair enough.
At work.
Yeah, okay. So this podcast, a couple of new things. One, we're going to hear from Lizzy about Bonnie and various things, and we're also going to try our very first. So we've been talking for ages, right? I love a quiz. I love listening to the radio shows that do a quiz, whether it's which is guy on Radio 2, Lizzy.
I think it's Zoe Ball does a little quiz.
Zoe Ball.
Aye.
I like.
Okay.
What was what was the guy that died?
Ken Bruce.
Ken
No,
Bruce.
I don't think he died. He just moved on.
No, who's the guy that retired then?
It's
Kenny
Ken
Hogan?
Bruce. No, it was Ken Bruce. It's Ken Bruce.
Yeah, Ken Bruce died. It's Ken Bruce that used to do
Hi,
what's the name of his show?
Popmaster.
Popmaster.
Did Terry Wogan die?
Who
Okay.
did love songs? Who did the Sunday love songs?
Oh, it's Ken Bruce. Okay, he did die, didn't he? Okay, but he did get retired from that show before he died, and then he died.
Yes, but
Yeah,
that,
okay,
but,
okay.
yeah, but
He
that,
didn't die.
Was that not part of the whole thing? It's
It might have been unwell.
yeah. Did we actually hear the reason why he died?
No, but it might have been unwell, I guess.
What are you thinking? Oh, he left because he
Well,
was dying?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I thought he perhaps something untoward happened because of mental health, because he got kicked off his show that he'd been doing for so many years. That was the kind of
that was
the feeling of social media at the time that the BBC had done wrong by him. But I don't know if I never heard any more about it.
See, that's so tricky though, isn't
I'm not
it?
even saying the BBC did wrong by him. It's like that's
But you
life.
can't not sack somebody because of their mental health issues. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Aye. It's not fair on them, the employer. Yeah, they've wanted to go in a different direction. It's just unfortunate. Plus, I don't think he was doing that bad a job. Who's got his spot
Vernon
now?
Kay's probably 20 years younger at least, does he not?
Is that who's got his job now? Vernon Kay is actually all right.
Oh, he's very good.
Yeah.
I like Vernon Kay, and I like
Not a big fan of Tess, though.
who?
Tess Daly, his wife.
Nice.
All right, okay.
She's
what's she done to you?
on Strictly.
What has she done? Though?
No, and I know. Do you know what? I already feel bad about saying that out loud, and I take it back because I don't know.
Bottled it. Why don't you like her?
No, exactly. I've got no basis for that, and that's
She's
wrong
tall,
of me to say.
'cause she's tall and pretty.
Oh, no.
No, of course not.
Right, okay.
I would never say
What
something
else
like
do you know
that
about her?
somebody. Just how she doesn't Strictly Come Dancing. Sometimes I just don't like. I think she's quite condescending to people sometimes.
Oh, is she? Well, see, that's a good reason. What about the lassie with the fringe?
Love Claudia Winkleman.
Do you?
My mum is her biggest fan. She loves Claudia
I
Winkleman.
think my mum's the opposite.
Is she?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like the whole fringe thing.
Yeah, it's a
like,
heavy fringe, like. She
I'm
looks
not
like
sure.
she's always trying to look out underneath it.
yeah, it just seems so suspicious to me. It's like, what are you hiding?
Hide behind the fringe.
Let me see your forehead. Yeah,
Maybe she's self-conscious of her forehead.
evidently. And hey, easy done. Fair play to her. Bet she saves a fortune in Botox. Do you ever think about that?
No, I didn't. Do you know, I remember at school, it was like the perfect sized forehead was 3 fingers. Like 3 of
Did
your
you talk
fingers
about-
should fit on your forehead. And mine was my full hand. That was like a thing. My full hand could fit my forehead.
But have you got a wee hand or a big forehead?
Yeah, because I don't think you're like you're a small featured person, aren't you? Like you're not a big person.
Like I've got a very wee nose. Like my glasses always fall down.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't know
not
if you have a
big enough.
particularly big forehead. I'm comparing your
No, I
forehead to
don't think-
Lizzie's. Lizzie's a lot bigger than
I'm a
you
big
anyway.
person.
But yeah, what's Bonnie's forehead like? It's pretty normal. I think it's good.
Oh, look at the big wheel.
So yeah, she's sitting in. For anyone not who's listening, Lizzie is holding Bonnie as we speak. If you want to watch, you can see it on YouTube. She doesn't say much yet. That will come. She's in like her brothers. Just talking about the 3 fingers for a forehead. Did you hear about the thing that if your hand is the same size as your face, you have a higher risk of cancer in older age?
Don't believe it.
No.
Why?
What, like spread hand?
What is the basis
Yeah,
of
like,
that?
you put like if your hand is
What's the basis of that?
I don't know. It's just some science thing.
Was it on some podcast?
Might have been on some podcast. But your wee hand, you'll be alright, you know. I missed that from school. 'Cause I thought you were
Is that
going
what
to do
the
it.
whole
Yeah.
thing was?
Yeah.
Oh, Cammy!
Did you not remember that from
Even
school?
I did it.
You just say to people, do you know if you do that, then they do it, and well, I was gentle, but you would just like punch
You're
the back of
lucky
their
you were
hand.
gentle because I get nosebleeds very easily.
No,
go.
right,
So-
so careful.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
But-
You would do that at school, and something just punch the back of your hand, like on your nose, and then your eyes would be streaming, and you'd be like,
Aw, I
Yeah,
don't like that.
but it makes you more like less trusting.
Yeah, that's trusting.
But is it a good thing to be less trusting?
I think so.
Yeah.
this
I'm
world-
far too
in this
trusting.
world.
I'm very trusting.
Are you?
I think Cammy being in the police,
Well, Lizzie,
he's a lot less
Lizzie bought a
trusting.
fridge that didn't exist one time off
Did you
Gumtree.
that? I know. That's bad times. I'm a bit smarter on the old Facebook Marketplace now.
Yeah, twice sort of thing. Film me once, shame on me. Film me twice, shame on you.
I've only done it once.
No, other
That's what I
way
mean.
around.
No,
Right,
that's
okay,
no,
right,
it's
okay.
that way. It's like film me once, shame on me. Film me twice, shame on you.
No, if you're
Is it not? Film me
no,
once,
because if you're
shame on
full,
you. Film me twice, shame on me.
no, because the second time it's shame on you.
Aye.
Not there.
Shouldn't get done twice, eh?
No, I don't think so. I think I said it right the first time.
Right.
I think it's film me once, shame on me.
Yeah, that is right, but you didn't say that the
I
first
did.
time.
I
You
said
didn't.
film me once, shame on me. Film me twice, shame on you. That's what I said the first time.
No, because surely if you're allowing yourself to be fooled twice, the shame lies with you.
No, but the film me I think the idea of this saying is that fool me twice, it doesn't work, and it's shame on you for trying.
I don't. I think it's fool me twice.
Ashley-
shame on
Ashley,
me.
we
no,
have Ashley
I
here,
think it's shame on me for trusting you again.
No, it's shame on me for being silly the first time, but then it's shame on you for trying to do it again.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
No, I think shame on the buyer for trying to do it, for getting done twice. No?
Hang on.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Take
you
it
go.
all back then.
There you go. It does make sense like that.
Yeah, I take it all back. Okay. What was that according to?
Wictionary.
Oh, well, take it with a pinch of salt.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I
Sorry.
agree with you.
Well, okay.
You're right. I was wrong. I can fully accept.
It's quite a nice wee moment for
Yeah,
me.
just-
And it doesn't happen
Aye,
often.
no,
but it
just
is
save
nice.
that, save
yeah,
that.
we'll
Yeah,
save
cut
for
this
that.
all out, please.
Just to go back to why we were talking about radio. The quiz.
Yes, God, what a tangent. So yeah, we wanted to do like some sort of leaderboard thing. Just as one, it's a way that we could get the names of all the people we've interviewed up on a board. Basically copying the Top Gear idea. It kind of copying Top Gear, but actually more copying. I used to listen to a podcast called Marathon Talk when I used to do a lot of running. It was Martin Yelling and Tom, someone that I forgot now, the guy that runs Part Run. not literally, well, yeah, he literally runs it, but he also runs a business. And they did a fun one, which was actually, it wasn't a quiz, it was just, so Top Gear's obviously the fastest lap. And then you can see how you compare to other people, like big names. And it was great because it was fun, like who you try to beat. And then with the marathon top one, it was just like with your best training, because most of the interviewees were athletes or whatever, and retired athletes. So it's like with your best 6 months of your perfect training now, what time could you do a mile in? And folk just had to guess, but you know, a wee bit of vanity, but also like realism. So they'd look at the board and they'd look at what other people about them would say, and then they have to decide if they want to say they're better
so you didn't actually
or
have
worse.
to run it though.
No, but it was fun because like most runners are set, you know, they're sensible enough, and they don't have they're not going to say, oh, I'd do it in 4 minutes.
Well, they'll know roughly what they're running a 10
well,
mile
exactly.
in,
It's a
and
good
then-
question to ask because most runners know their ability, so that's why it was an interesting thing. Whereas what I want to do is we do a quiz, and it's fastest. So if you time and ask the questions in this instance, it'll be the fastest time to 10 correct answers.
Whoa. What if you don't? Well, how long? Wait, okay.
Okay, so sometimes it could like
I
take.
think 10's quite a lot, maybe 5. Because what if you
No,
don't?
10's not a lot.
What if
It's
the
not a
question?
hard quiz.
Well, why do
Right,
we? Well,
okay.
this is our trial run.
It's a trial run.
Yeah,
Right,
see
okay.
This
how it goes.
might be a disaster. Pressure's on Lizzy. And we'll ask her 10 questions, and yeah, we can maybe do some
Oh,
sort of
I'm
fun
going to be like the
final at end of
worst
the
though.
year.
I don't like losing. But
You'll be the best.
no, I won't. For 1 week.
You're going to
then-
be top of the
but then
leaderboard.
next
Lizzy.
week you'll just be second.
Okay, take me
You'll
a
be
while
top
to
10
get down.
for ages. Don't worry. I can guarantee
10
it.
weeks, yes.
Yeah, no, I think it's just a bit of fun. Then
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
look back
mind.
at who's done it, and it's just fun. A bit of luck of draw, and then folk listening at home can play along as well. So we'll do that a wee bit later on in the podcast. First, before we're going to talk through this home birth thing to get Lizzy's version of it, because that was a really popular podcast. So there's obviously an appetite to hear about this from people, so we're going to hear about it. First, though, we'll have a little word from one of our sponsors.
Reduce the risk of fly strike and livestock irritation at grass with Crystalyx garlics. Flies and midges are a constant pest to livestock throughout the summer and are responsible for diseases such as summer mastitis, pink eye, blue tongue and Schmallenberg. No repellent is 100% effective in the fight against airborne biting insects. However, Crystalyx garlics can play an important part in reducing the number of flies that land on livestock. Containing concentrated garlic extract, 5 times more potent than pure dried garlic, Crystalyx garlics offers a natural defense to biting insects, with the high sulfur compounds in garlic acting as a natural insect repellent. With a full complement of vitamins, minerals and trace elements, Crystalyx garlics balances the known deficiencies in forage while stimulating the rumen for enhanced animal performance. Make the switch this summer to research-proven Crystalyx garlics.
And we're back. Okay, so Lizzy, talk us through the home birth thing. I don't know. Do you lead her through it? Because I know, and it's like it's better if you ask her the questions. I think.
Okay. How so prior
Right,
to
maybe I'll ask the questions then. Okay.
how did you feel going into birth number 3?
I'm fine. I wasn't too done it twice, so I was aware my body could do it. And yeah, my midwife was one of the best midwives and was always like very positive about your body's capable. She was going to be a bigger baby, but there was never like any question about her coming out. So that was good.
And all natural, no pain relief, and no midwife this time.
Yeah, it was. She just arrived about 15, 20 minutes before my midwife arrived. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Were you stressed about that?
No, I don't think so. We had talked about it a little bit before because third babies or subsequent babies can come a bit quicker than your first. So she said, "Oh, just be aware that it might just happen." But she said, "You're not worried." No, I wasn't worried. So.
Did you know yourself you were pushing it a wee bit?
No, it wasn't really, because like half an hour before she was born, like it wasn't really. The contractions were like quite far apart still, so I was like, oh, we could be here all night now. And then within 2 contractions, they like cut the time in half and we're down to like 2 minutes, which is quite close together. Then I was like, all right. So we had 2 in 2 minutes apart, and I thought we'd better call her. And then that last half an hour just,
Flew in.
Mm-hmm.
And
But I'd
what?
have thought it was smart to like maybe give her a heads up.
I know I had already said to Laura, my midwife, that late earlier on in the evening, I think it could be tonight. She said, that's fine. I'm going to bed, but call me if...
Yeah, and then you called her like when she put Lassie's in bed and she gets a call with 30 minutes to get up and get ready and get to the house. rather than phone her in advance and say, right, it's happening now, we're getting near the bit, not quite yet, but then she could be up, have a cup of tea and wait for the call. Or she'd probably say, I'll just head over anyway.
Yeah, she probably would.
She would have done, yeah, exactly. But Lizzie didn't want
I
that.
let her get a few hours sleep, though.
Yeah, okay.
Because then she was there for the rest of the morning, wasn't she? So.
Did Cammy manage to stay awake, Lizzie?
Not quite, no.
I had an hour's sleep too.
I think you went for an hour, didn't you? And then I said, I need to come back downstairs and, sorry, Bunny. And a bit more air in the pool and a bit more water.
Okay, quick rearrangement of Bonnie there. She's now having a feed. This is, and I put my feet up on the table. Sorry, I had 5 minutes of being relaxed there. Back to it. At attention, sorry. So Lizzie, left it far too long to call the midwife. We've now proven that. She's admitted to it.
Not quite.
Why did you just like the idea of doing it with no midwife?
I literally didn't think it was going to be quite that quick. It wasn't going that quick, and then it did. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You
And
weren't panicking.
Were the boys there? Were they in bed?
They're all sleeping. They're quite good for sleeping, so that was good. I think it was like the perfect day because next day was nursery day.
Oh,
so
perfect.
they come see Bonnie in the morning for a little bit, and then Dad took them to nursery, and then we had the day. So that was good. Perfect timing.
What is Jock like with her?
Jock likes her. He's great. He wants to hold her. Thinks he's cute and like.
Yeah, but you're getting into those mushy stuff. Like I want to know, talk through this process of where it was nearly a disaster, and you're
it
like,
wasn't nearly
and
a disaster.
I think she's stuck and all that, and I'm like, what am I meant to do? What happened there?
Her head was out for a little bit longer than I thought it could have been, and I thought the rest of the body would have followed a little bit quicker. But I knew she was a bigger baby, so maybe it was just going to take a little bit of manoeuvring.
And then she's going, is the head out and all that? And I'm like, I don't really know. And then I'm running about with a mirror, trying to like...
No, you're not.
She's looking through the mirror for the mirror, and I'm trying to like... I'll take a photo. What do you think?
I like, is that the head? And you're like, I'm not sure.
It's hard to be sure when you're like that. Aye, that's the head. That's the head.
It also might be quite
That's the head out.
difficult.
Oh God, that's the head.
But like the head can be out for quite a bit of time without being a problem because its umbilical cord is still attached, and that's how it's getting its oxygen. So it doesn't need to breathe until.
Aye, because the head's underwater. That's
what I was going to say. Though it must be quite difficult to see the head and things when everything's underwater.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
get too close. You can't get too close to it. You'll have to.
Probably
because you're not in the pool.
because you're like.
You could have You could have jumped in if you wanted to catch it.
Oh, hey, I was ready. Had my armbands on, ready to go. But no,
but you have to keep the head under the water, and you can't come out and then go back under the water. So if you stood up, maybe to maneuver, and then sat down again, you can't do that because then it would take a breath.
Right. Okay.
So you have to keep the head under the water the whole time as she's being born. If you want to get out, you can, but you can't really get back in under the water.
Right. Okay.
So that's fine. And then and she's attached still, so she's still getting oxygen through the umbilical cord.
So was there a moment of panic for you?
I was a little bit like, oh, yeah, this is a little bit stuck. No, she wasn't stuck. She was maybe just had
You thought she was stuck though?
Maybe her shoulders might have got a little bit stuck, but she was a bigger baby, so I just did a little bit of manoeuvring and
Flicked her leg round and then popped the shoe up.
And you said, "I see the shoulder." He's like, "Oh yeah, I think that's a shoulder."
Still like that. No, I think that's a shoulder. I heard something popping. I'm like, yeah.
Are you squeamish about it?
No, you're not
I'm only
really.
joking. I wasn't really like that.
Yeah.
It's just like it's hard to know what you're looking at because it's like a pair of mints. It's like I don't know.
It's not.
Well, but it's like it's all squished up and.
She wasn't that squished because her head's actually really good shape when it came out. She wasn't. I don't think she was there for very long because sometimes they can come out like a real cone head.
Yeah.
Because they've been really squished coming down the birth canal. But her head was quite round, I thought.
Yeah.
Just her face was quite dark and bruised.
Yeah, she's got a
Maybe.
kind of bruise in her face just because obviously big.
No, her whole face was quite bruised, I think, to start with.
Aye,
That
big
took a couple of days. But no, that was bruising as well as the colouring that people were talking about.
Oh, was it? And what about so what about them when she popped it?
Popped out, then then it was fine. We had and she was a little bit quiet and.
No, that was when the absolute
Okay.
panic was.
Well, no, she was
Oh, you panicked. Don't kid on. Don't
she
act
was
like time.
unresponsive for a little bit of time, but it can take because they're born from water to water. They don't get the same shock as like
Okay.
coming straight into air, maybe. So they don't get that.
Just mum that gets a shock and dad.
So she took a bit.
I took a
longer.
little bit, but a bit of rubbing and a bit of talking to her blowing a bit of air on her face, and then she
The
screamed.
panic moment of phoning an ambulance.
Cammy's like, "What's the code for your phone?" I'm like, "You've got your own phone."
No, but I wanted to phone the midwife, and then
Right.
she's like, I'm like, what's the code for your phone? I don't know the code. I mean, like, I'm like, I can't get this bloody phone. I'm like, what's the code? And she's like, just phone an ambulance. I'm like, right, okay, so I phoned this ambulance, and then she made a noise. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, that is. Lizzy, you're. I just feel like you're
I didn't actually think it. I think it would have been alright. I think we just initially panicked. It would have been fine anyway. She
Well,
was
obviously it was
fine. Aye, she was
Obviously,
fine.
it was fine. She cried 2 seconds later, but it was a panic because it's like when you don't have the professional there to say, chill, it's okay, this happens.
I know.
Like, you're just
Or
like,
even if it's a professional doing the pattern and stuff, you immediately, I feel like the responsibility isn't on you.
no, but like with everyone, Lizzie does it all. Like, midwife doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's because she's in the pool as well. Like, Lizzie picks him up and slaps him a bit. Like, it's not.
Slaps
Well, they
him
need a wee dunt to get going. Like a wee lamb sometimes needs a wee dunt. They just
or a little rub and that.
yeah. Whereas like it's not really the midwife's.
Aye, so she was out and but she was responsive eventually, and all was well.
Oh, good. So that's it. 3 and
And
done.
then, well, we
So
thought-
that's it?
Oh well, I was gonna say, we thought I was gonna get out the pool just before the midwife would see the lights in the in the yard, and then my placenta dropped out.
Which is
and
quite
who-
quick, I think, for a
That was
placenta.
quick. It was like 15 minutes. Last time it took ages.
Then by the time you get to the third one, it's probably just like
But
Yeah.
I wanted that. I wanted to see if we could have the baby and the placenta out together this time.
it was.
I just thought it's quite nice to get a picture together, wouldn't it?
no.
Of
it's
the
t-
placenta.
I've
Yeah,
seen these
have you ever
see
seen
these
it?
things. I want to see these things people do.
I'll show you in a
honestly.
minute.
Like sometimes Lizzie is like, I'm like, you know, she's great. She's so old-fashioned values and all that, and I love all that. And then other times she's like, get a photo of me, get the baby with the placenta.
I think it was quite nice to see. That's what looked after her for 9 months, like fed her.
I mean, have you seen a
Nourished her.
placenta?
No.
It's not nice to see.
Is it like big and red?
Yeah,
It's just a big mass. It's just a big
huge.
bloody mass with big veins and,
It's
and
interesting.
umbilical cord coming off it.
It's-
I'll give you it's interesting, but it's not a nice photo. It's horrific.
Right.
It's horrific. It's like your baby's attached to some alien life form. It's,
People do pictures with them as well.
no, like,
So like you
there's
can
people who eat them
The
and all that.
adults,
There's
yeah.
people eat them and all
like
that.
you
Oh,
can
full of
but-
nutrients.
you like can lift it up and put it in paint and then put the whole thing on a canvas and it does a print.
Do you know what I mean?
The
See, didn't go that
placenta.
far. Didn't go that far.
It's just funny because
There's nothing
why
funny
are
about
people
this.
into the placenta when there's like a human? Do you know, like getting a print of a placenta?
And then
There's a lot of weird things in this world.
we
It's
have a
hard
little
to
cord. We
explain,
put a
man.
little cord tie, didn't we? Have a little cord tie instead of the clip because you know the clip for the.
You
I
know, the
think
freezer bag thing, like closing the freezer bag. So you put on.
do that.
we had a cord. We had a piece of ribbon and like a bit of rope.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
that's fine. That's nice. That nice wee cord tie is nice. But yeah, the whole placenta fetish is just weird to me.
You're not into them, no.
No,
And then
it's just
I
a
think
pun
she
of
had-
mince. It's literally that is like a pun of mince.
Right, okay. I think
Like-
the midwife said, "Did you want to keep it or something?" Didn't she? Or did you want me to take it away? I think she asked. I was like, "Yes."
Yes,
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
what do you do with it?
Some people put them in the garden and plant a tree.
I know. Who'd have thought that would grow into a tree? I don't even understand.
I
how that
didn't know all
works.
these things until you get involved with kids.
That's a joke,
but
by the way. They must put a tree over it or something.
It must nutrients for the tree, and then the tree
Just
is
in
like,
case anybody's thinking, you know.
no, but it
placenta
must
tree.
have nutrients for the tree, and then the tree grows from that a little bit. No,
That's one of those ones. The tree would grow in the soil anyway.
yes, it
It's
would,
like-
but maybe it's grown from part of what was the baby and you and together.
that is what they think.
Yes.
But and arguably there is some of that
It's
because
quite
of any
nice.
rotten flesh, of course, has nutrients for the soil.
Yes,
That's how we all return to the earth. It's that old chestnut. So yeah, rotten flesh of a placenta would have some nutrients in it for the tree.
And then because we didn't check the birth pool box before we had the baby, there wasn't a submersible pump for the water, was there?
No, so just left this bloodbath in the middle of the
No,
thing.
it's not bloodbath.
But it was because the placenta dropped in it, and it was fine
Yeah.
until the placenta dropped it.
Right, it was. So it's not that much blood. A little bit of blood goes a long way in water.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was well
So, like-
diluted, like you know. It was it was well
So did
diluted.
you not have to enter hospital?
It was like a Robinson's
No,
black.
no,
It was like a
no,
Robinson's
no.
black cunt. It was just nice.
Yeah, weak
But then
strength.
you had to siphon it out.
Yeah, I had to suck the pipe. Did I tell this story already? Did I
not
tell you this
sure.
already?
No.
Did I say this already?
Post placenta, you sucked the pipe.
Aye.
It's a clear pipe, so it's like I'm sure you can see when the actual's coming. can't
Yeah, but
you?
the way sucking it works is you have to suck it right out, or else it doesn't. When you siphon something, you have to suck it till it comes right out the other end. That's how the pressure balances. But the pipe. But the other thing was the hose was so long. It was just about sucking my tonsils to the back of my head, like the amount of pressure that was building in the pipe. Because if you when you siphon it,
Well, I don't know what siphon is.
Oh, so essentially, when you siphon something, you remove the air from the hose, so it creates a pressure that if there's no air to fill it, it pulls the water through.
Okay.
So by sucking the air out, it's as you suck the air out, it sucks the liquid from the other side of the hose through. Oh, big burp. Through it, and then once it gets to the other end, if there's solid liquid coming through, the air doesn't get back in, and that's how you siphon something out. It's quite amazing physics. But yeah, so literally I just had to suck this pipe until this bloody water came through. But it's all good stuff.
And you packed
It's probably pretty good for you.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad.
No, it's just like a bit of black pudding in it, really. Like, add a few breadcrumbs and that. And
No, that all floats to the bottom. I think it's at the bottom.
what does the heavy bits?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the heavy bits. I'm talking more about the blood. Like blood, black pudding's just blood mixed with oatmeal and
Oh, right.
it's good iron. Good iron in the placenta. But not good to have tried it.
Then you pack the
Love a
pool
milkshake.
away, and midwife left about
That's the worst bit.
5:30.
Yeah, that is the worst bit, isn't it? Afterwards. Takes ages after.
It does take a little while just to go through the whole checks, and she's got to check her every hour for a couple of hours, and then do her online paperwork, isn't it? I had a few stitches, and then went to
So
bed.
that's all just done
At
in the
home.
house as well. That is how great that you don't have to go into hospital
That's
at all.
great.
That's amazing.
It's great.
Yeah, that was good. And all done.
And you've been fine since?
Yeah, I've been quite good. The hardest recovery was Jock, the first one, but the other two have been relatively easier, I think, on me.
And do you feel like you're done?
Yeah, I think so. I think that is it. I'd like to get it back just to doing a bit more. That pregnancy was a bit of a hard one in the end. It was heavy and tired.
Well, it was a huge baby. It was part of the problem, and just
I feel so much lighter and just
the amount of work we had to do
more
as well.
energy now.
And 2 children.
Either exactly.
Two kids, and
Imagine
so much more sheep. Everything's getting harder. The workload's getting heavier, and we're at this crucial point where we have to keep the foot in the gas and keep pushing forward. So
Each child's gone up £1 each time, so like chances are it could be
yeah,
11.
do another one. She might never walk again. Do you know what I mean? So let's
Yeah, kind of.
quite while we're ahead. So yeah, that's the baby's done out
I think
the
I
road.
would say so. 90% sure. 90%.
90%.
Name was decided beforehand.
I think.
Well, I'm gonna get the snip, so that will solve that problem.
Are you?
Mhm.
Okay.
You need to discuss that with Lizzy.
No, she
we
knows.
have, we
Lizzy
have
knows
talked
that.
about it, but you
Oh,
said
yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't want to. Didn't feel like it was.
Who said?
You said you didn't want to.
No, I was joking.
Right, okay.
I
What
said-
about not wanting to?
Yeah. Well, I was joking. I says, what if my next wife wants to have kids?
know.
Oh,
No, I'm definitely gonna do it.
Right, okay.
If I can, yeah. Just I wanted to do it when I get my hernia done, but they won't do the two at the same time. How
right.
perfect would that be? If
I
you're
thought,
late,
I thought it's in the same area, isn't it?
I'm like, mate, you're doing there anyway.
Just
Like snip, snip. Like it's a pretty easy gig, even if you're not a vasectomy doctor. Like I've watched the vet doing tups. Like
I think they
pretty
do
sure
it.
I could do it myself.
I think they do it so that it's reversible, don't they? It's not just full on.
Yeah,
Snip.
see, I'm not fussed about that.
And what
Right,
are
okay.
they snipping?
Just the tube. There's a
something-
tube.
Oh, what they call
You never
it?
seen the tups? No, you wouldn't have seen tups
No.
getting done. It's
Def-
literally,
Aye.
it's literally
They've got
just
a special name, haven't they?
well, it's not like so. If we get crass about it, you still ejaculate.
It's not crass.
No, it's life.
It's just
yeah.
life, yeah.
Yeah, you still ejaculate.
Yeah, that was going to be my
word, though.
question.
That is a good word.
But
Like,
no
it's a crass
swimmers.
word.
But no swimmers.
Isn't it? But there's no. So there's I think there's like a wee sack.
Right.
The actual swimmers are in, and it cuts that tube.
Oh, right. I see.
So there's
aye, aye.
spare. But is it still sperm?
So you still
That's-
create sperm,
No,
but it's
Aye, but they never come out.
the wee tube is disconnected.
All right. So they
I
just
mean, I'm
die.
not a scientist. I don't know, but
Okay,
it's
I
something.
didn't know.
No,
There is
it's
a tube.
just
I've seen,
interesting, yeah.
but I've seen them do it.
Ah,
I've seen
okay.
them do it with tups. Like with tups,
Right.
they cut
Right.
the side of the scrotum, and then they pull out a tube and they cut two bits of the tube. They just cut the tube.
Because you're never going to reattach them, are you?
No, and pull the tube out, and you just pull a chunk of it out, and then that's it, and then you stitch it back
I wonder
up.
like that if it affects your hormone levels and things.
No.
Like,
Doesn't
it
it?
doesn't.
No, because the hormones come from your.
Glands. No?
Yeah, well, the testosterone comes from your testicles, I think. Mm-hmm. It's not actually
And they're
removing.
still
It's
there.
not removing their
You're not-
function.
So it would be like us getting our eggs
Although it would be
removed.
class just to like see once you're done. It would be good if like the testosterone didn't come from there, and like once you're done, you could just like weak them off.
I don't know, but I think you'd feel weird if you took them off.
But you feel so free. Like,
Would you?
oh, like, think how many times you bang them, or like when I'm shearing, I get a kick. I get a kick and all that. It's like
right,
if I
okay.
don't actually need them anymore, then just have them.
Oh,
But
is
she always,
that-
like my grandpa used to always say, like, used to have to walk about with a wheelbarrow for his, like, it was that much a bloody nightmare once you get to his age. He says, son, like, you've got this to look forward to. And I was like, do you know, it'd be great if you could have just went, boom, Get rid of them.
Off, yeah. Something to
It's a
think
thought,
about.
isn't it? It's a thought. Just while we're on that subject, I'd always wondered about like a facelift.
For their
for-
will date that will exist.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
That
Get
will
a
definitely
tighter
exist.
pair of boxers, isn't it? Or something?
Oh, well, there's that, obviously. But I just thought, like, how simple a procedure. Like, folk date for their face.
Oh, there'll
pulling in the tight
definitely
skin.
be something
Surely
like
you can
that.
just get a wee lift, and then that's everything.
Yeah.
It's not banging
Nice
off your
and
knees.
tight.
Oh,
Yeah,
insecure.
you can wear shorts again. Just a thought. So there we go. Some things we got into here. It's a biology lesson. It is a biology lesson. But no, it's good to hear Lizzie's side of things. Pretty much the same as mine. You know, we keep
Very
it
similar.
keep it quite straightforward and honest. What other gossip have we got? Nothing. Not sold a lamb yet on the farm. Lamb prices have dropped by a time of recording. They've dropped £1 a kilo.
But on this time last year, they're probably up 40 to 50.
I don't know. No, I think we're getting back near the
thought-
same prices last year. I think I was speaking to the boys. It's back near the same prices last year.
The market's getting flooded now, isn't it? So.
Well, the market got flooded recently because of the bad weather and lack of grass, I believe, down south. So people have been killing lambs lighter,
Okay.
just because the trade was good. But of course, the flood of lambs has dropped the price.
Coal ewes are good though.
Cow ewes are really good, and that's something we should
Might
get
do
organised
Monday.
for Thursday. But I'm away to Yorkshire, so next Thursday. But we'll have interviews from the Yorkshire show to come after this. This was just to fill a little space because we've been so busy. Thanks, Lizzie, for coming in, and also to guinea pig this quiz idea. So we'll guinea pig this
Let's
quiz.
guinea pig. Why do you think that's the same? Guinea pigs.
Because you use them for experiments.
Do they?
But they don't use rats.
Yeah, but like horrible
Wait,
calling
no, I
somebody a
don't
rat.
think they use guinea pigs.
What is it? What is
Use-
it? What's the
these
guinea pig?
beagles, don't they?
What?
Dog beagles.
Bagels. We had a bagel this morning.
Tasty.
Peanut butter.
No,
No, I bought the wrong ones that Cammy doesn't like.
Oh,
not- I don't
what,
like
the
it.
bagel or the peanut butter?
No, she bought Spark.
both, actually.
Well, I actually like soda bread, to be fair.
I know.
I've got into soda bread recently. Very low ingredients. It's
Ah,
actually
it's
quite
much
good.
better.
Yeah, there's only like 2 ingredients in soda
What's the
bread.
difference between soda bread and sourdough?
No, maybe it's soda.
No, it's a sourdough. You're thinking of soda scones.
Soda
Oh,
scones. Yeah,
yes.
it's sourdough. I do
Yeah, I love
apologise.
sourdough.
So yeah, very good.
But you can't really make sandwiches from it, can you?
It's not as good maybe
It's
for
a toasting
sandwiches.
thing, really.
But it's good with a bit
Yeah.
of toast and peanut butter. But Lizzie bought the Spar Zone peanut butter.
I panicked one night, ran out, and I was like, right.
No, and it's like, you know,
Running around with 3
I
kids
don't
in the
mind
shop, it's
cheap
like,
things, but just that it's something about it. Like,
Cammy likes
Do
the.
you like
well,
crunchy or
it
smooth?
tastes
Crunchy.
crunchy, but it tastes like it's
I
probably from
know.
caged peanuts.
It's probably got too.
Oh.
No, it's got.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do actually know exactly what
Whereas
you mean.
like Sunpat,
Probably
a
got
whole
too
earth
much
is
sugar
more
and oil in it, isn't it?
is more free range peanuts. You
Yeah,
can, you can
yeah.
taste their happiness a bit more.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just
It's
just
the
actual
Spar.
peanuts.
Yeah, the Spar peanut butter's got the terror in it that you get from
Mm-hmm.
that caged chicken.
Yeah.
Most foragers don't supply sheep and cattle with enough cobalt, copper, iodine and selenium, critical to digestion, immunity, reproduction and growth. When it comes to supplementation, there's a danger of under or oversupply. But when bolusing with Animax Tracesure, you can be sure every animal has enough for up to 6 months in one single application. Animax, giving what it takes.
Right, okay. Quiz time.
Let's do it, right?
So I'm just timing, and then we need to count how many right answers. Are you counting how many right answers?
Like, it's hard to know what's going to be a fast time, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Well, you are the guinea pig,
I
literally.
know,
So
it's
you're
fine.
setting the standard for
Aye.
people to beat. And listen, it's
takes the
not.
pressure off like a real.
There's a lot of luck
um,
involved in this,
guess,
folks. Can I just say,
isn't
like,
it?
yeah, it takes the pressure off the next person not being first. But there's a lot, there's a lot of luck involved in this with the run of the questions.
All
and,
right, easily.
we're going to try and use this
You've
same
already
quiz.
tried me on a question, and it was a.
Well, you got the first one right, but the next one's really
I
hard
know. So can you not just like
for you,
Right.
not for me, but you might know it.
Right, are we ready?
Yes,
Oh,
and you guys can
God.
obviously play along as well. And it's first to 10 questions correct.
Who's counting the questions?
I'll count the correct questions
Right. Okay.
How are you doing that?
with my fingers.
Got 10.
Okay,
I've got 10.
that's good. That's good.
Right, 1, 2, 3, go.
What is the national animal of Scotland?
Dear.
No, the unicorn. What is the dot above a lowercase letter I called?
Apostrophe.
A tittle. Can you really see the Great Wall of China from space?
Yes.
No.
Oh my word.
These are hard.
What is the singular? What is the singular of spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetto.
Oh, come
Who are the 2 major party candidates in the 2024 US presidential election?
Joe Biden and that man. Oh, I want to say it's not Boris, but I just pictured Boris. No,
You can't say.
oh, Trump, Donald Trump.
Yes,
oh,
Jesus.
Gee whiz.
Who played the title character in
No.
the Harry Potter franchise?
Radcliffe.
give you it. Daniel Radcliffe. From which direction does the sun rise? UK, that is.
West to east. No, east to west. Oh,
I just got to take your first answer.
man.
Which major US network originally aired the sitcoms Friends, The Office, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
3 great programs.
I don't know.
NBC. Who was the King of England during the American Revolutionary War?
You can say pass, Lizzie.
Pass.
According to Greek mythology, what famed warrior died because he took an arrow to the heel?
Oh, no idea.
Achilles' heel. Achilles, was it?
Oh, right. I'm not very good. I'm just panicking.
Right, here we go. What is Ursa Major?
No idea.
A constellation. What president is the fictional high school in Glee named after?
No idea.
That's that.
Oh.
Who composed the Moonlight Sonata? Name
No.
a composer.
No, I don't know.
Beethoven.
Aye, that one.
What is the largest island in the world?
Oh, island. There's lots of islands, isn't there? like no. Oh, Australia.
I would have said Australia. It's Greenland.
Oh, that is surprising.
What is the chemical symbol for oxygen?
Oh.
Yep. What is the deepest ocean trench?
Oh, it's down the side of Chile and that, isn't it? That one there. Oh, what's the first letter?
No. Has to be fair. No.
No, Bermuda.
No. Mariana Trench.
Oh, that one.
Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
No, I don't know.
Michelangelo. You know that one. What is the longest bone in the human body?
It's that that one. The human. No, it's not. That's a tibia and fibula. It's this one here. Femur.
Femur.
Yes.
Yes. Who's credited with the invention of the telephone?
Don't know.
Alexander Graham Bell. He's Scottish.
Oh, that one.
In Greek mythology, who is the god of the sea?
Oh, I don't know.
Poseidon. What is the smallest bone in the human body?
Oh, the cochlea.
The stapes bone. I don't know what that
What's
is.
in the ear?
Nah, I'd never got. I'd have said the same as you. But apparently that's not bones. I don't know. Who wrote the famous novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Nope.
Harper Lee. What is the capital city of Bhutan? Never heard it.
Oh man.
Pass that. Never heard it.
When you're on 4.
Which chemical element has the symbol PT on the periodic table?
Oh, I don't know now.
Platinum. What is the capital of Australia?
Adelaide. No, it's Canberra. Canberra. God's.
Can't take it, Lizzie. I'm sorry. In
Say
which year did the
no.
Chernobyl nuclear disaster occur?
Chernobyl. I don't know. It's like 20 years ago.
Yeah. What is the largest bird of prey in the world?
Vulture.
Condor. You heard that one from the comb. Which novel begins with the line "Call me Ishmael"?
No, I don't know.
Moby Dick. In Greek mythology, who's the goddess of wisdom and warfare? Athena. Which country are you visiting if you are in the Taj Mahal?
Taj Mahal. You are in India.
India. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's 5. Should we do?
Keep going.
should it be-
It has to be 10.
I'm just going to pause this quickly.
Right. Okay.
I think 10 is a lot for those kind of answers,
Oh, they're hard, man.
for those kind of questions.
Maybe I'm just
I
useless.
think that's a lot.
Do you know what we should have done? We
What?
should have used me as a guinea pig because it's easier for me to say looking at these here.
That it's
The
right. Well,
answers,
why-
not the answers, because things like Beethoven, I wouldn't have came that, but when I read it, I'm like, oh, it's the
Of
only
course
composer I know.
Right, let's do you.
Right, okay.
When
And
you
then-
when you see it,
exactly,
like,
it's
see it,
easier.
but
I know, I
that's
totally
not the
agree.
point.
I totally agree.
Right.
Although the the Scottish animal is a
No,
unicorn.
I've done
Everybody
like that.
knows
How is
that.
it? Isn't a unicorn?
But that's
That's
why.
a weird
But that's why
thing.
it's such common knowledge because it's so
Right, okay, well, I'm not
weird.
Scottish.
Right,
so.
Lizzie, do you want to time
Yeah.
and count?
Yeah.
So it might be. This could be a disaster. So what do I need to beat? I need to beat 5 in under
I mean, you're
4
going to get
minutes.
the first one. You're off
Right.
to an easy start.
Oh, but so was Lizzie.
Right.
Ready? Go.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic?
There you go. Pass.
See,
for me. No, I
Ashley's
didn't know that. How was I going to know that?
Which 2 colours make up the flag of Denmark?
Red and white.
What was the name of the crime boss who was head of the feared Chicago outfit?
Capone.
The line "to be or not to be" comes from which Shakespeare play?
Romeo and Juliet.
Hamlet. A variable that doesn't change when other variables are altered is known as the
Constant.
independent variable.
Okay.
Let them eat cake is a famous misquote attributed to who?
Roosevelt.
Marie Antoinette. How many letters are between L and S in the alphabet?
I can just work that one out.
10.
Why didn't you just work out?
Because that
6.
takes too much time. You better go to the next
Which
question.
American road runs from Chicago to Los Angeles?
Route 66.
Yes.
Which South American country has the capital city of Quito?
Chile.
Ecuador. Which musician is the godmother to Elton John's sons? No way, I didn't know that.
Which musician? Dolly Parton.
Lady Gaga.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh,
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that
one.
one.
Actually, seen it the other day.
Did you? Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Yes. David Bowie starred in which 1980s cult classic?
Pulp Fiction.
Labyrinth. Louis Armstrong was a master of which brass instrument?
Saxophone.
Trumpet. The Venice di Milo is a statue missing which part of the body?
Arm.
Yes.
5.
That's fine.
Five,
Keep going. We're
okay.
doing 10.
Which animal is the mascot for Hufflepuff House in the Harry Potter books?
Is a... Oh, I should know this one. Hufflepuff House is a raven.
Badger. Who did Timothy Oliphant play in The Office?
Oh, you should know this.
Timothy Oliphant in The Office. That must be UK one though.
Yeah.
Pass.
Danny Cordray. Nori, the popular sushi ingredient, is a type of what? Come on, you can get
This
this.
is easy. No.
Seaweed.
Seaweed.
How
It's the
many
black stuff.
times did Ross Geller marry and divorce on Friends?
3 times.
Yes. Which green is usually found in a Caesar salad? Don't overthink it.
Lettuce.
Romaine lettuce.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Because it's quite a particular
I'd
lettuce.
give me that.
No.
Ray Charles was famous for playing which instrument?
Piano.
How many times was Elizabeth Taylor married?
Twice.
8. Which country is Tasmania a part of?
Australia.
What biological order do frogs belong to?
It's not amphibian. It's amphibian. There you go.
Oh,
You ruined it. You're the quizmaster. I get it.
Get on.
pickles start out as which vegetable?
Cucumber.
Yes.
Right,
That's
10,
it.
yeah.
Boom. 2
Right,
minutes
what's the
58.
Right. Yeah, that one.
2:58.
All right, Cammy, it's all right.
No, that's not bad.
middle of it.
Yeah.
We were asking questions. So
Oh, really?
Should I do it?
Right,
No,
you
do
do it.
overkill
Right.
questions. Do another one.
No, we may as well. This is the first one. Just getting it done. Right, let's go. You do it.
All right.
So
Well,
2:58.
you want the
You did do a lot of chit chat. To be fair, in the middle of my
When?
questions.
When?
not very much, Cammy.
What chit chat?
We gave you one answer, so stop moaning.
You didn't give me that latest one, did you?
No, not let's one. I gave you.
I see. I think I should have got
Amphi-
that one.
no,
I
you-
would have gave
You
someone
got the
that one.
amphibian one.
No, Iona ruined that. She's the
No,
quizmaster.
but we gave you it.
We gave you it. So
But I got it right.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because I.
But you're the quizmaster.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's
then.
why we gave it to you.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Right,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
right, go on then.
That's on you. That. You need
Right.
to
Yeah,
a bit,
that's
show
why
a
we
bit,
gave
show
it
a bit
to
of
you.
restraint.
That's why we gave it.
Okay, calm down. I'm getting it's so competitive
I know.
already.
Competitive,
my
then.
So competitive.
goodness.
Do you think it's 3 minutes? Do you think it's 5 questions? No, because if you're going to have 100 guests, like you need something to stretch you out a bit. Do you know,
Stretch
5
out what?
questions?
Oh, the leaderboard.
Yeah,
yeah.
By the time we've had 100 guests, if you only do 5 questions, you'll have loads.
I mean, this will mean I can't even get to 10. So.
No, but that's
Well, we're going to do yours one day, Lizzie.
Okay.
no. We'll just start from 5 minutes and see where she gets to. I appreciate there's a lot of questions and debate. We're actually like sussing this out on the podcast.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's
It's
okay.
like-
Right,
it's,
go on then, Cammy. Ready?
we're filling in a space here till we get our next guest. So, Iona,
Guys, I feel a wee bit nervous.
it's all good.
What are we going to
I'm
10
worried.
I
Or
know,
5
me too.
minutes? 10
I
or
hate
5
losing.
minutes. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Where is Stonehenge?
England.
Where in England?
North of England.
No, you need the actual place in England. That's where it is.
Yorkshire.
No, Wiltshire in England. Which country drinks the most beer per capita?
Australia.
Czech Republic.
Oh, I thought it was Germany. Right.
So da. What are the names of the Great Lakes?
Don't know, pass.
What is your body's largest organ?
Gut.
Oh, skin. I knew that one.
Oh, so did I.
Which country invented tea?
Brit- Somewhere hot.
Which country invented tea?
Just guess.
Britain.
India.
I would have said India, China.
China.
Not for all the tea in China. Where did the Vikings come from?
Don't know, pass.
I'd have gave you Scandinavia because I've listed 3 countries here. Denmark, Norway and Sweden is the answer. How many bones do sharks have?
53.
None. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? I don't know if that's right. How long is an Olympic
go on,
swimming
get
pool
this, get
in meters?
14 metres. 40 metres.
50 meters. My God. In which language does konnichiwa mean hello?
Japanese.
Yep. How many wisdom teeth does the average adult have?
6.
4.
Oh, I knew that.
Does eggplant grow on a bush or a tree?
Tree.
Correct. What is the joule a unit of?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Don't know.
Energy. Who discovered penicillin?
Oh my, Alexander Fleming.
Yes. Perfect one for you. What is an integer?
Oh my goodness, what is an integer?
Oh,
That's
aye.
school.
I remember that
Maths. Don't know, pass.
A whole number. What is considered a normal human heart rate?
120.
No, 60 to 100. That was a hard one to answer, though. What do Tom Hanks, Michael Keaton, Ellen DeGeneres, and Owen Wilson all have in common?
They've all been on television.
Yeah, there's loads of things in common, so I'm going to give you that one because it's actually the voice Pixar characters, but it's a terrible question. How many oceans are there on Earth?
5.
Correct. What is pi written out to 5 decimal places?
3.214.
Oh, no, if you'd done the first three...
3.14. 3.142.
6, I don't know.
No, I'm going to give you that because 3.14 is good. Give her that one.
Right.
Why is that?
6.
How many people have walked on the moon?
1.
12. During which years was Queen Victoria alive?
Oh, good God. I don't want to embarrass myself here.
1819 to 1901. Which is the only lowercase letter in the word Disney in the Walt Disney logo?
I.
Yes. What does GDP stand for?
Great. General. GDP. GDP.
Great.
Pass.
Gross domestic product.
Ugh.
I guess I'm not going to talk about politics today then. In what country could you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Italy.
Correct. What colour is chlorophyll?
Blue.
Green. What does the Raven say in Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven?
I am the Raven.
Nevermore. What family is the ferret a part of?
Oh, I don't know.
Rodent.
The mustelid family.
Oh, come on.
In what sport could you win a Heisman Trophy?
Ice hockey.
American football. Good guess though. Which product is LaCroix known for making?
Pots. And like bowls.
look-
like bowls and...
Cammy, how do you pronounce that?
LaCroix.
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 LaCroix. Can I also get an extra point for understanding
No,
what you
it's
meant?
seltzer. You're not even anywhere near right.
It's what?
Seltzer.
What's that?
Don't know. It's a stomach settler, I think. What scale is an earthquake measured on?
The Richter.
Yep. What is the chemical symbol for potassium?
K.
Yep.
10, 407.
407. All right.
Well done.
K. That was a good shout. Potassium was
Yeah.
K. How do you know that one?
Chemistry.
Yeah. There we go. So 407, please,
Guys,
for Iona.
you get a wee buzz, don't you?
That's
You
good,
get a wee buzz. Yeah.
Mostly folk
There was
listening
there was
enjoy it.
embarrassing ones in there I should have
What?
A
got.
few embarrassing
Yeah.
ones. I mean, if we do a wee quick review.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to take it.
I mean, not knowing what GDP stands for is quite incredible.
why would I know
I
that?
probably would have got gross, but I don't know if I got the rest of
Why
it.
would I know that? What even is it? I don't know what it is.
Well, it's basically,
GDP or...
I'm going to say it's a measure of a country's wealth, but
It is.
well, it's literally a measure of the country's gross domestic product. So usually it's done per
GDP
capita
per person. Oh.
Right, okay.
as a measure of how wealthy a country is.
Okay.
So it's a very common used
It's a geography thing. Isn't it?
measurement. No, not so much a geography thing.
No,
more-
like,
more
in
a-
geography, you did that quite a bit.
Right.
No, I'd say it's more a
GDP.
modern studies thing. It's more a politics and economics thing. How many people have walked in the moon?
Oh,
I
that
would
was
never.
ridiculous.
I would never have guessed 12. I would never have guessed one.
No, I would've-
I could
No,
have
but I
named two.
remember
could
being,
only-
but
I
I
could only name
remember
two.
being surprised when I heard how few there were. So that was what was in my mind.
Yeah, okay. The pie question was really, really difficult.
That's tricky.
But
I would have
yeah,
got
it's
314, I think.
So would I. I'd have just got 3.14. That was it.
Mustelids. Do you know what else is a mustelid?
No.
I think a badger and like a mole. No.
Oh, that's because Lizzie
Like-
did zoology.
No,
So
but-
only like some questions. Like
yeah.
you get the chemistry stuff. Lizzie's good
Yeah.
at the
I'm not
animals.
sure. I'm not sure, but I think they might be in it.
The wisdom teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was my worst one.
Yeah,
that
six-
was
six
my
doesn't even make
absolute.
sense.
I
That'd be like
know,
one
but
and a half.
I know it's for.
I'll
I
give
know
it
it's
that
for.
2 on top one.
oh, that was the best one. There it is. How long is an Olympic swimming pool? 14 metres.
It's because you're panicking. Isn't
I know,
it?
it is. It's sort of 14 metres. And the fact you spent 3 minutes to work out what country invented tea and still got it wrong. I would have said India, though. I would have said
I
India.
thought India or China.
But then it does make sense to say not for all the tea in China. You know.
I just don't say that.
No, near they are. It's an English person saying, but like,
Right, okay.
it is a saying. I'm aware. Oh, and the largest organ in the body.
I know the skin.
No,
That
but
was
that catches
What
a
did you
little-
say again? The guts.
the gut. Your gut.
Is your gut an organ?
Yeah, surely.
I don't think your gut's an organ.
What is it then?
What does it?
Well, I don't know the answer to that either, but
It does catch people like that because people never look at your skin.
You don't
as an
think of-
organ,
yeah.
do you?
So the
Right,
gut.
it's like your intestine, big
it's a
large
series
intestine.
of hollow organs joined in a long twisting tube
So it is.
from mouth to anus.
So your gut starts in your mouth.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah.
word thing.
So there we go. That's our first go at this. We have a leaderboard now. Where did I get? 258. Easily beatable. Easily beatable.
How many questions do you have to get through to get that? I don't know.
Well, the three of us have done it, and we're on question 90.
And I only skipped 7. So
Well, and you only did 5, right? So we had to leave some questions for other folk.
We'll need to remember what questions we've asked and stuff as well.
Well, I
It's
know
going to
what
get
number-
messy.
Yeah, well, I can use the same quiz
What
thing.
does it go up to though?
250.
questions.
It's only a couple of a guess.
No, but like it does new quizzes all
Oh,
the time.
new ones, right? Okay, perfect.
Well, you need to use the same place all the time for your quiz, or else it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Same
unfair.
style of questions. Isn't it?
Okay, we'll see if it might work. It might not. We might patch it.
Can I ask you, Lizzie? I know this podcast is out post Yorkshire,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you find it when Cammy's obviously away for four nights?
Amazing. I'm joking. Calm down. You expected that. You're not.
I didn't.
Right, okay.
I'd be disappointed if you said anything. Yeah.
How is it with the three new ones?
It means it is all on me, but used to it now. He's like, just used to it. Eh?
It's hard.
It's
I don't
like-
like being away for the
the,
boys.
bo-
either.
the boys like
No.
it when he comes home. He has to fight with the boys.
That's all I do is fight with the boys.
Yeah, have
You
a
see,
carry
when
on.
when I go home at night, like
My
as soon as
cousins
I
are-
walk in the
aye.
door, I'm getting around not to fight with them.
Aye.
Well,
It's like no, they're
I
just
don't
going
mind
to,
fighting,
yeah,
but
it's like,
they've been screaming and shouting and
they've
fighting
been
all
fighting,
day.
they've been going all day.
And it's like half an hour before bed. I'm just thinking,
Let's calm.
calm down.
But then as soon as I come in, Jock's like, yeah. boy.
Yeah,
And,
here
and
we
Angus
go.
is getting into it now.
Angus
Is
likes,
he?
yeah, Angus likes to fight now too, man.
And
So
then
there's
my-
punches coming from everywhere.
My
It's great.
the kids' cousins were here at the
They
weekend.
loved a fight.
So there was 6 of them, wasn't there?
Well, there was
A few
5 of them of fighting age,
and then Bonnie.
and then Bonnie. So yeah, there's 5 of them of fighting age, and then Bonnie.
And it's like just fight until someone cries or wets themselves. Like
Yeah. Well, like when I used to fight with my nephews, like it wasn't over until at least one of them was crying. Like, because you've got, like, it toughens them up.
You're just so into
They're
this
not
whole
getting-
tough and.
Yeah, I
Why?
know.
Why?
Because life's hard.
they do. I did see some things where they say rough and tumble for boys is necessary, isn't
Yeah,
it?
oh, it is.
Get
Like,
rid of
You
yeah.
need
and
it.
bear in mind, like you're going on about them crying. That I mean, like my nephews, man, are throwing full blown punches. Like, Ken, you've got to be at your wits about you. I mean, I can see when they hit you in an eye socket with a punch, like it just about blinds you. Like,
Or Jock headbutts you or something, isn't it?
Jock Jock's a scratch.
Oh,
he's bad.
dirty fighter.
He is
dirty.
bad for that.
Yeah, just now and again, if maybe you're just getting the better of him. Well, thankfully I still am getting the better of him, obviously. But maybe if you just put too much pressure on him, he'll just let out a wee scratch
That's,
at you,
yeah.
and he can get you a belter with those wee fingers.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah, a bit of feral, it's good. Toughen them up, as you say, a bit of rough and tumble, throw them about, get them fighting. It's
Oh, but Jock's making a milestone this week actually.
Oh,
On the potty.
is he?
Yay.
How's
Aye.
that going?
It's good actually. I didn't really ask him much, but he's sort of taken himself to it a little bit.
he gets
Oh,
high fives
good.
after it, so he likes that. He
Into
does
high
it,
five.
He does it, and he's like, high five, mum. High five, dad.
And then he wants to take the toilet and press the button and
Yeah.
Oh,
empty
that's
out.
great.
That's good. Aye.
That'll make a difference having one of
Aye,
them.
we'll take
Yeah,
it.
it's nice balance because Angus loves to pull his nappy down and pee in the carpet,
Does he?
so it's nice balance.
Yeah, a bit of both.
No, but
Yeah.
then Angus is very much copying Jock at the minute, so they might
Oh
do
yeah.
it together. Well, they might not.
Yeah.
God, that would
So
be
it'd be nice
great.
if we had 2 out of nappies, eh?
Yeah, he's a wee bit pigeon-toed now as well, Angus, isn't he? He's just like tripping up all the
He is a
time.
little bit pigeon-toed at the minute.
What is pigeon toed?
So
Just
the toes point
walking
in.
in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like when he tries to run, he just trips all the
Oh,
time.
if he's going to fall over, he'll fall over. Like,
But then that's maybe good for him too.
I'm wondering if his. Well, they grow out of it. It's very common in small children. So it'll be
Yeah.
fine, you know.
Anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll get on. Thanks very much for listening. Sorry for all the questions and the carnage. Maybe it'll work, maybe not. I tell you what, the comments will let us decide the
Yeah,
format.
they should tell us.
You guys tell us. We've proposed that as a format. You tell us if you think of a better format, or if were they just bad questions. Like, let us know how you got on. Like, were they too hard? Because then there's no fun playing along. Although there kind of is. Like, I still used to like listening to Ken Bruce's one, even though I never knew any of the answers. Anyway, that's us for this one. Not sheep fans. That's us for this one, folks. Thanks for listening. As always, I've been Cammy.
I've been Iona.
I've been Lizzy.
And we're
Bonnie.
all fed by farmers.